The long-awaited Insole Court project is officially underway, and some exciting and interesting discoveries have been made along the way in the discovery of historic fabrics and original stencil work. The project at its end is hoping to build a bridge between community and history.
Before we started, all this was derelict and it was fenced off, so there wasn't a lot of understanding or appreciation that these facilities were here. What we've tried to do is to create a suite of community facilities within the old stable block and the potting shed and the old cow shed behind me. We've got some education spaces, we've got a new community hall, we've got a new tea room that's been built that looks fantastic. We've got a training suite which has education space and a workshop area that lends itself to horticultural crafts. We've just tried to be as flexible as possible to create as many facilities in support of a lot of different needs within the community.
And what makes a project like this so special?
Oh boy. Well, you're bringing it back to life, aren't you? I mean, if we hadn't had the project, it would have fallen down. I think you've seen some of the early photographs where it was just entirely derelict. And we've had lottery money, heritage lottery money, big lottery money, other funders have come in, and we've been able to save it and put it back into productive use and return something to the community.
It's not been an easy journey, I understand, though.
Oh no, but it never is. You know, I mean, when you start on these buildings, you don't know what you're going to find. It's kind of how you deal with it and how you work with the architect and the design team. We've got Purcell architects who've been great. Andrew Scott's the contractors. Everybody has to come together to find solutions because you always find things that you don't expect. I mean, you've heard about historic finds in the house. We had no idea about that. These buildings were entirely derelict. I mean, we couldn't even get into them before we started work. So when we did get into them, some of them collapsed. We saved the bricks to rebuild it. It was expected that would happen. But no, you have, and the schemes evolve. So you have an idea of what you want to do, but you're processing new information all the time. You're having to make decisions about how the facilities are going to work, and you're continually testing against what the facilities will have to do once they're completed. So yeah, but it's a good challenge.
Yeah, I was going to say, so how do you feel about having worked on a project that's so iconic like this?
It's interesting because when you do work on these things and you're very close to it, so you're seeing it every day and you tend to focus on a lot of small detail, and over the past 4 or 5 weeks what's been great is bringing people to site who haven't seen it before, and when they get excited, you get excited, because otherwise you just look at the detail. What
have been some of your biggest challenges?
The biggest challenges are the uncertainties when you're doing this type of work. Refurbishment is what you're going to find. We've uncovered some artefacts in the main house where we had to stop work, report to the lead architects, and they instruct us how to proceed. So there's a lot of processes to go through. Once you find something interesting, that you don't disturb it. There's a lot of historical value and take the appropriate action. And
obviously not your usual project. What's it been like being such a unique kind of opportunity?
Very unique opportunity. I know it's got a lot of sentiment for the local community, a very big impact from the community. We've attended a lot of trustee meetings. Everyone knows what they're getting. It's just patience and get the job correct to what everyone expects.
Insole Court is due to be open to the public in spring next year. This is Laura Allen from Llandaff for Hello Cardiff.